And now, the Cottage Springs Punch Out of the Week. Find your favorite flavors at cottagesprings.ca.
This week's Punch Out of the Week, brought to you by Cottage Springs, isn't just a match. It's not just a pay-per-view. It's not just a wrestler. This is something so different and so special, something we haven't seen in so long, if ever. This week's Punch of the Week is the crowd from Lyon, France at Backlash. What a pay-per-view this was. Number one, I'm not going to take anything away from the pay-per-view. Even without the hot crowd, the pay-per-view was fantastic. Great matches, great outcomes, great stuff all around this card. I loved it. But what made this pay-per-view so much more special was the crowd. They were the loudest, hottest crowd I've ever seen it, possibly in all of wrestling. Like, seriously. The way that they reacted to everything, including the way they sang the songs. If you watch the entrance for Randy Orton, especially if you watch the entrance for Cody Rhodes, AEW is very famous for the way they sing Judas by Chris Jericho. I almost think this puts that to shame. This is ridiculous. Greatest crowd I've ever seen. This is just, I can't say enough about this amazing crowd. The passion, the love. I know WWE's never been to Lyon, France. I'm not even sure the last time they were in France in general. So obviously the crowd was begging for this. Like, most of the people in this crowd have never been in a WWE show. So of course they're extra hot. But I wish we could see more of that on a regular basis. It's almost like we're taking it for granted here in North America, especially in the States. I hate to point fingers at the States, but they get a lot more shows than anybody else. And even in Canada, Toronto crowds are always hot. Montreal crowds are always hot. It's almost like they're taking it for granted in the States. But when you don't get it at all, like you go years and years and years without seeing it or never see it, you're going to be extra excited. So that was awesome. I never thought we were going to get another crowd like the Puerto Rican crowd this year. I didn't think we'd see another one like that for a long time. But this show put Puerto Rico to shame. It was nuts. And for that reason, and so one more thing. Another cool thing is right after the SmackDown, going into the pay-per-view, the French government issued a warning against WWE for a noise ordination. Can you believe that? The crowd was too loud, and the government complained. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. And for that reason and more, the Lyon, France crowd is my Cottage Springs Punch Out of the Week.